Hey Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your love reading. This love reading is applicable to you whenever you see it. Of course, be real with yourself. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. And make sure you stick around to the very end of the reading. That's when I get advice from tarot for you and your love life. I'm going to give this one more shuffle and then we'll begin. If this does resonate, I do invite you to say hi in the comment section. If you'd like me to pray for you, send you my good energy. Anybody else can chime in. I encourage everybody to do that for each other. This is a safe place. Only good energy can reside here. So send over an emoji or a wave so I see ya, and I'll send you my good energy. And hit that like button if this resonates. Good karma for all of us. Present energies right now for Libras, we're only going to take the cards that fly out on their own and volunteer themselves for the reading. If they fly out upside down, then we read them that way. So you're feeling possibly a little bit unstable in love. There's maybe some anxiety, maybe some overthinking, that feeling of the hamster in the wheel going round and round. Maybe some ruminating going on. We've got a Four of Wands flying out. And that talks about celebrations. It talks about our foundations, our social foundations, our stability. We're going to need to unpack that pretty soon. But then we have the Ten of Wands, which talks about putting down a burden. You might have been recently going through a relationship or something within the relationship that feels like you're just almost finished up with it. You're on the last leg, but it's been tiring you out. There's almost a sense of obligation attached to it. So let's get some insight on these. Talk to us about the Nine of Swords, the anxiety, the ruminating that you're feeling. This is about hearing some news or possibly travel for some of you guys. But this would be very news that if it hasn't come in yet, it's going to come in today or tomorrow, very soon. And it's going to give you a little bit of, and then it's going to kick you into, it's going to trigger maybe an old pattern. This could be a behavioral pattern of anxiety or, fearing for the worst. It could be even a behavioral pattern like an addiction or something, but just be aware of that it's just news. It's just this fast-moving news. Okay, what is this Four of Wands? I have a sense of you're wondering where you're at. You're wondering like stability-wise. You're wondering where you, like within your relationships. You're wondering where you sit with them. If you need to kind of just start depending upon yourself more, even financially and emotionally, if that's the safer way. You're kind of wondering if you can trust this, this home that you've created with this person or this relationship that you've created with them. Let's learn about the Ten of Wands. Why are we getting the Ten of Wands? The sense of wanting to put down this burden. This could be some of you guys just needing to end a relationship. Feeling like you don't identify completely with how you felt in the beginning. Maybe feeling that it was kind of, there was some naivety or that you were overly trusting. But we have the Death card coming out with a Fool upside down, and we have the Hangman. So we're getting... It all slows down with a Hangman. You've gotten a perspective on something. And it feels like this relationship, for those of you I'm talking to and that this is resonating for, you reached a place of introspection, a place of you're looking at everything with a bird's eye view, and you're wondering, where did it turn? When did I stop trusting? You're maybe feeling a little foolish or fooled into something. So, anything else we need to know about this person, about this relationship that's helpful for Libras to know? The Sun card. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. You will be happy and joyful. We've got this passion ignited. We've got this could be a new relationship coming in. This is kind of burning a hole in my hand. Eight of Pentacles, learning and mastering a skill. So in this case, with a relationship reading, it would be working, throwing yourself into something, throwing yourself into a new passion, a new ignited spark. This could be an earth sign coming at you, but let's get some advice. Actually, we've kind of built out the picture ways. So advice for my Libras. Advice for my Libras. Now, this doesn't mean that all of you guys are ending your relationships. That's just going to be some of you guys. But it is the perspective you needed in order to make a change. Okay. Libras, advice. Intuition flies out with a High Priestess card. Advice for Libras. We have transformation. And that came out with 2 of Pentacles. You might feel a little overwhelmed. And there's something a little bit hidden in all of this. And I feel that I need to point the finger at the word trust. And what do you make that mean for you? And what is your pattern around it? Do you have a pattern around losing trust in relationships? And is that pattern connected to a storyline? Does that storyline say it's always their fault because such and such? For some of you guys, does that story say it's always my fault because I got fooled into something, I got tricked into something, I was just naive or something? So just be aware of that, because this is attached to a pattern, a ruminating, and it makes me think that you're thinking about, you're almost talking yourself into distrust. And so we have this opportunity with your advice column of your tarot reading to transform. Chrysalis. Transformation's not easy. You know that a worm, like a caterpillar, goes into the cocoon to become a butterfly, right? But in doing so, that they break down into a liquid, completely break down. It's not just like their legs turn to liquid. They completely break down into something they don't recognize. And in that transformation, imagine how they felt, that they feel. It's like they have to feel chaotic, a little crazy, a little overwhelmed. So you're being called, you're going to come out of any disappointment, any kind of heartbreak. There might have been one big one in the past that kind of skewed your idea of trust and in love. And you're getting this card, the 3 of Swords in reverse, coming out of heartbreak with this transformation. This is ruled by Sagittarian energy, and it's being you master only by being the student, right? So allowing yourself to transform, and you're going to really, at the heart of it is intuition. But how do they do this? I want to know. Like, you can't, I'm talking to Tarot. Tarot can't just expect me to say that to my Libras and all of a sudden it's easy for them. Like, what do they need to do? Flipping in the deck but not flying. Let's see what it was. Legacy, big picture, family, inheritance, all that stuff. Okay, well, let's see. So how do they do this? Ace of Swords with the Hierophant. This is messages. Going back to the book. For some of you guys, that is literally the Bible. I'm just saying, it's funny. Because the Hierophant talks about institutions and belief systems. It talks about traditional ways of doing things. And we have the Ace of Swords coming out with it, which is an epiphany. It's a realization. There's faith here, but there's structure. Talk to me more about that. How does this transformation around trust and relationship, their current relationship with love, for those of you guys who are single, but have a relationship with love where you just can't trust. So how do you guys come out of this? You get healing, the 6 of Swords. With others, the 3 of Pentacles, working it out, working through conflict. So for some of you guys, this is mediators, this is therapists, this is even a tarot readings on YouTube. You're not alone in it, Libras. You're getting that 3 of Pentacles, which talks about like having others help you, the support of others. I feel very strongly that a lot of you guys are hitting, like going back to organized religions, things that gave you comfort as a child, somehow for this epiphany. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with that organized religion or whatever that tradition was. It means that it's the tradition of the organized religion that is a big, it's a big clue as to how you got this relationship with trust. And there's conflict around it. So there's this big epiphany. There's this big epiphany when you walk back. And you know what I like about this reading, you guys, is that the Nine of Swords here, talking about first card that flew out, talking about the ruminating, the stress, the anxiety. Damn, it's actually helpful. The reason why, it's another clue. The reason why you go through that cycle of distrust or that cycle of thinking, overthinking, anxiety, like kind of, I don't know if this was my fault. Am I just an idiot? Am I just foolish? Is this them? They're just tricking me. Like, I don't know. Any of those things. It's because your mind, it's like you're chewing on something. You're trying to break free of something. You're trying to figure something out. And that's where this transformation comes. It's asking the right questions. Is when did that start? Where did it start? Was it around something to do with family tradition, institutions like religious institutions? Because you're going to have an epiphany there. And that epiphany is going to lead to your transformation, that chrysalis, that caterpillar turning into the butterfly. You're going to be coming out of any kind of heartbreak, any kind of, feels like an old residue of heartbreak and disappointment, just still sticking on you until you break through this. And it's your intuition all along, the inside, the truth inside. You don't need somebody else telling you what's going on. You just need yourself. You just need to listen to yourself and ask the right questions. So I'll leave you with that and sending you off with love and light, and I'll see you guys very soon. Please hit the like button if you resonated with this video, and say hi so I can send you my good warmth. All right, bye-bye.